Hi, everybody. So today I wanted to just come and talk to everybody about having no money for Christmas presents because that is something that people will be facing this year. And I hope that as you face that, that some of this will be helpful to you because having no money for the holidays can be very, very depressing and it can be very bothersome. But there are three tips I would like to give if you don't have any money for the holidays. And the first one is to, I have my set of notes here, is to don't be ashamed for not having any money for the holidays and Christmas presents. Don't feel ashamed and be honest with the people around you. Be honest with your family and say, hey, I'm not going to be able to get any Christmas presents for anybody this year. Um, and more than likely, people already know some of the hardships that you have been going through. But if you haven't told anybody any of the hardships you've been going through this year, then it would be a good idea to go ahead and do so. So let people know, hey, for this year, I'm not going to be able to get anybody any Christmas presents. I'm looking forward to being able to get something for somebody in the new year or whatever it may be. But don't be ashamed and be honest with the people that are around you. That is the first tip that I have. Another tip that I have is if you're really feeling down and you're in a slump, is to give back to somebody else. So decide this year you're going to participate in any of the food drives that there are out there, um, or any of the activities like the soup kitchens, food drives, um, cleaning, lawn mowing, different things that people do over the holidays to give to their neighbors, to give to their friends, to give to their family. You could tell some family members who, for example, have kids that their Christmas present from you will be that you will babysit for their kids this year. That would be, you have free babysitting. I'll babysit your kids this year, or something like that. Because a lot of times couples who have children don't have the opportunity to go out because they can't find a babysitter. So that could be something that you do this year, or clear out your closet, look in your closet and see, the things that you can give away and give away to Goodwill, give away to one of those donation places in your area that are accepting, donations, and give to families that otherwise would not have anything. um, Another tip would be, if you have children, this Christmas time is when, people give presents and they share all of those things. But to be honest with you, our children look forward to the experiences that they can get. So this will bounce off the next tip. But the first tip is to be honest with your children and say, hey, this year, I don't have a lot of money to buy you the big, expensive Christmas presents and want. And instead, you can go to the dollar store and get them something from there. So maybe get them some crafting, some things that they can do to like crafting activities. So sometimes, like in the dollar store, you can find those canvases, so blank canvases that they either already come with the paint set or something like that. So you can get them, it's maybe like $2 or something like that. So you could get them some canvases, wrap those up, put them under the tree so that they can have presents under the tree. And then the next tip is to look for free activities that are happening all around you. So for this Christmas, like I know some churches will have the manger nativity set. So some people may have like a live nativity set, or they may have like just a stationary artificial nativity set. So you could take your kids there, or make it an activity to drive around and see the lights, and maybe you can have the kids do an activity that's related to that, so they could choose, their top three lights that they saw, or their top three houses with the best decorations, and then you guys can come back home and discuss that over some hot chocolate, or something like that. So make it an activity that the kids can do so that they don't feel like, okay, we didn't have anything this year. Um, the dollar store idea can also pan into that other activity where you go to the dollar store and you get them a sketch pad, like the small little sketch pads that they have there, and they can use those sketch pads to notate which house is their favorite, and they can write down why it's their favorite. And then when you guys come back and have some hot chocolate or something like that, whatever the kids like, then you guys can discuss which house was their favorite, why it was their favorite, and play some board games and things like that at the end of the night. But if you don't have any money for Christmas presents, giving people an experience at that point would be better. So like I said, don't be ashamed of it. There are a lot of people this year, due to the pandemic, job loss, illnesses, all of those things, will not be able to afford presents this year. Help the less fortunate. So get things out of your closet, make a donation. That would be for your personal self, just to feel a little bit better personally. Um, Instead of feeling just down in the dumps, donating, giving your time to other people, volunteering in the soup kitchens, different things like that that can be available. And then talk to your children and let them know that you're not going to be able to buy them any expensive present, and go to the dollar store and get them, the canvases, something that's an arts and crafts type of things that you guys could all do as a family. And then look out for free activities. When you give people experiences, they'll remember that a lot more. And you can take pictures when you go out and do an activity. Then you can share those pictures later on, come January when they're ready to go back to school. You guys can all sit down and review the pictures that you took over the Christmas break, and things like that, of the lights, holiday lights, or nativity scenes, or just, if you guys play Pictionary or dress up or do something silly in the house, you guys can take pictures, and then you can have those memories. So when your kids are going back to school, you can show them that. So it's fresh in their mind when they're ready to go back to school and everybody's talking about all the things that they got. They can talk about the silly experiences, the fun things that they did with their family, so that they don't feel left out when they're in school. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. Leave something in the comments. Give some people ideas on what they can do if they don't have any money to buy expensive Christmas presents and things like that in the stores this year. And I will talk to you all later. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Remember that your presence, being there around the people that love you, around the people you love, are the most important things. So let me go ahead and answer this phone call that's coming in, and I will talk to you all later. All right, take care.